Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and the beautiful spoilers. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Remy lashes out, Edge difficulties Carter, and that's only the tip of the iceberg. The striking and the wonderful spoilers bother that the week ahead will be loaded up with increased strains as Carter ventures into his job at Forrester Manifestations. It was resolved that regardless of Edge employing Justin to get him out of the LLC circumstance, it was basically impossible to push Carter out. In the meantime, Bill accomplishes something nobody expected when he makes an appearance to see Luna. Remy lashes out while talking with Elektra, at last appearance his over-the-top side. Everything is apparently flipped around as the year slows down. Carter holds fast, tragically for Edge and Steffi. Carter is prepared to step in right away. As the acknowledgement that Forrester Manifestations is presently not theirs to run, Edge gets much more surprise. In the meantime, Brooke discovers that Carter recorded the desk work from Trust, and she looks on, puzzled. A flip of the scene shows Edge hollering at Carter for discarding all that for Trust as she remains behind her new playmate. That remark prompts Carter to tell Edge he better watch what he says, to which the Forrester main beneficiary compromises that he won't allow Carter to pull off this. Evil as flourish, Luna demands she isn't who her activities demonstrated her to be when Bill at last plunks down with her. She has been in jail for quite a long time, composing letters to him day to day. At first, he consumed them. In any case, he opened one, and presently he will sit before the young woman he accepted was his girl and the person who killed two individuals to guarantee nobody figured out she wasn't a Spencer. She isn't the only one with insidious goals. Remy lashes out when Elektra lets him know they are companions. He demands they are more than companions, which amazes her. Elektra pursued from her old neighborhood photographs of her coursed that weren't genuine. She had her head on a body that wasn't hers, and everybody was examining it. The deepfake pictures caused her pressure, and she believed that approaching to Los Angeles with Ivy would fix that. Tragically, Elektra has no clue about that Remy is reasonable behind what occurred, and his fixation is just developing. Regardless of Edge employing Justin hairstylist to find a proviso in the LLC desk work, Carter stays unflinching in his freshly discovered position at Forrester Manifestations. With lawful affirmation that Carter's move is impermeable, the Forrester family is left wrestling with the unforgiving reality that their organization is at this point not completely in their control. Carter burns through no time venturing into his job, and his certainty lights much greater enmity from Edge and Steffi. Edge's dissatisfaction bubbles over when he goes up against Carter, blaming him for double-crossing all that the Forresters represented. The pressure raises further when Edge offers a cutting comment about Trust Logan, Carter's new better half. Carter, reluctant to withdraw, fires back at Edge, advance notice him to painstakingly step. Edge, ever the alpha, counters with a danger, he won't allow Carter to pull off this. The warm trade leaves everybody nervous, making way for a much more unstable showdown. Brooke Logan ends up brought into the turmoil when Trust uncovers that Carter coordinated the takeover. Brooke, dazed by the disclosure, battles to accommodate this demonstration of insubordination with the man she once trusted. Her mistrust is unmistakable as she questions Trust's contribution in Carter's radical move. Remy's mysterious nature becomes the dominant focal point as he keeps basic plans stowed away from Will. In the meantime, Minister ends up in an unforeseen showdown with Remy, compelling him to safeguard his activities and goals. As the strain around Remy fabricates, his thought processes and final stage become progressively sketchy, adding a layer of tension to the week's occasions. Remy settles on a choice that redirects his storyline, possibly changing his associations with everyone around him. Simultaneously, Brooke keeps on remaining by her little girl, Trust, as Edge's assaults give no indications of easing up. This episode guarantees close to home ups and downs, as the characters' private and expert lives crash unexpectedly. The week wraps up with an emotional change in power elements at Forrester Manifestations. Trust and Carter step into positions of authority, hardening their situations inside the organization and further distancing Edge and his partners. In the meantime, a huge showdown ejects between the Forrester and Logan families. Injuries from a long time ago are resumed, and new complaints become known in a fight that could have enduring ramifications for all interested parties. Zen's leave, will takeoff from Forrester manifestations be extremely durable, or will he figure out how to accommodate with his family and associates? Luna's thought processes, might Luna at any point persuade Bill regarding her honesty, or will her controls misfire totally? Carter vs. Edge, as the epic showdown increases, who will beat the competition, and how might it affect the fate of Forrester manifestations? Family show, the dangerous battle between the Forresters and the Logans vows to be one for the ages. How might this adjust the connections inside the two families pushing ahead? The week starts with inner disturbance as Dominguez, feeling sold out and crushed, pursues an intense choice to leave Forrester manifestations. The strain between Edge Forrester and Carter Walton keeps on raising, with their conflict over control of the organization taking steps to isolate the Forrester family further. In the meantime, Bill Spencer shocks everybody by visiting Luna in jail. Luna, who has been sending letters to Bill for quite a long time, at last has the opportunity to make sense of her side of the story, however Bill's response stays unsure. On Tuesday, Luna's endeavors to control Bill go off in a strange direction. She rapidly understands that Bill isn't as simple to play as she expected, as he flips what is going on for his potential benefit. Back at Forrester manifestations, pressures flare as Edge coordinates his disappointments at Trust Logan. Brooke and Carter move forward to protect Trust, setting another partnership while additional disengaging Edge. Remy's storyline takes a more obscure turn as his fixation unwinds. Keeping basic plans stowed away from Will, Remy moves in manners that raise doubt. Minister Sharp ends up trapped in the crossfire, compelled to hold fast and shield his rulings against Remy's undeniably sporadic way of behaving. As the week advances, a critical second emerges when Remy settles on a game-evolving choice. The implications of his activities echo through his connections, making way for sensational outcomes. Simultaneously, Brooke keeps on safeguarding Trust from Edge's tireless analysis, making a much more profound gap inside the Forrester and Logan families. The week finishes up with a seismic shift at Forrester manifestations. Trust and Carter authoritatively assume control, cementing their influential places regardless of resistance. Their climb starts a gigantic showdown between the Forrester and Logan families, prompting quite possibly of the most hazardous standoff in ongoing memory.